Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to this Bold and Raw Talks with me, Benjamin, wherever you are. Thank you so much for finding time to join me. Today, on this day, I am hosting two ladies who are going to be talking about National Bank of Kenya and all the services and the benefits they have, especially for the people living in diaspora. If you come from Kenya, you're a Kenyan and you want to know a lot about this bank, today on this Bold and Raw Talks, we will be talking about in the next 30 minutes, and they will be sharing with you a lot of information, a lot of benefits that you as a diasporian can get to them. As I'm waiting for them to come on the studio, I want to encourage you to share this video, tag a friend, put them in the comments. You can also ask your questions when I bring them to talk about all the services they have for the Kenyan people who are living in diaspora. Please join us in the next 30 minutes as we get to know a lot about this bank and the benefits they have for us, people who are living in diaspora. So let me know in the comments where you're watching us from. You can always watch a repeat of this talk show if you will miss it and you didn't catch it live, like I'm doing it right now on my Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can always watch a repeat both on my Facebook page and also on YouTube. The contacts on my YouTube channel will be there on the screen shortly. There you go. You can always catch this repeat on my Facebook page, Benjamin Junior Bogonko Live Shows. And also you can follow on Instagram, Benjamin_Bogonko. You can subscribe to YouTube channel, Benjamin Junior Bogonko, to watch this show and many other shows. So if you want to watch a repeat later on, this is where for you to get this information. And let me know where you're watching us from. If you're a diasporan, share the video. My two guests are here together with my resident guest, Lydia Tetolet, to share with us about this bank and the benefits they have for the people who are living in diaspora. So I don't know, Lydia, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, Lydia is getting ready there. Lydia is coming shortly on the screen. And my two guests, Alice and Carol, are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you very much. Continue sharing the video, ladies and gentlemen, as I get my guests on the screen. There you go. Here we are. Welcome, Alice and Carol.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And Lydia, welcome back again.
Thank you.
Yes. Because we have our new guests today, Alice and Carol, I want to give an opportunity to Alice to introduce herself. Alice, please just wave to the viewers who are watching us live and then introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Alice Kimuhu. I'm head of personal banking at National Bank of Kenya.
Head of, could you repeat that?
I'm head of personal banking at National Bank of Kenya.
Head of personal banking. Thank you so much, Alice. And Carol, please.
Hi, my name is Caroline Mutunga. I am in charge of diaspora banking at National Bank.
In charge of diaspora banking. All right. Thank you so much, Alice and Carol. Welcome to the show. Thank you. And Lydia Tet, please let me know.
Oh, Lydia Tetolet. Yes, I'm here.
Thank you, Lydia, for connecting me together with Alice and Carol. And we are here to talk about National Bank of Kenya. Alice, you said your position. Please tell us and tell the viewers what services and benefits do you have for the Kenyan community?
Okay, thank you. Like I said, my name is Alice and I take care of personal banking at National Bank. And one of the things that we do in personal banking is we have the diaspora department that sits in personal banking. So what we do is for diaspora, the diaspora community, we have an array of products. We have we give investment advisory services as well. So some of the products that we have for the diaspora is we have accounts. You can open any account, both savings if you want to save or to transact. And we are lucky that to date, these days we have the digital, we have mobile banking. So you can actually transact anywhere in the world and you can take care of your transactions, from your mobile phone, because you just need to download our app. And then we have the advisory, which we have a department that deals with shares and stocks and shares, and so we can help you invest in the market, in the money market, and also in other instruments, central bank instruments like the bonds. So those are some of the services that we offer the diaspora community. We also have mortgages. If you want to, invest back home, buy a home, buy a plot of land, buy a plot, buy a piece of land, and also other products like insurance. Like of late, we know that we have had to fundraise for medical expenses for our families back home. So you can just take an insurance policy and just make sure that your parents or your family, they have they are protected in the event of any illnesses. And also we have one that addresses the issues of last respect. And for the last respect is you're insured, and the funds that you get can help you pay off your expenses. Either you have hospital bills or probably to just pay for the last remains to be repatriated back home. Yes.
Wow, those are really so many services. You said you are the head of the personal banking, right?
Yes.
And a viewer who is watching you right now, who is trying to understand exactly what services you offer, what are the specific services that you're targeting so far, especially for a viewer who is interested? The main top specific services.
So that would be account opening,
Account opening?
Having an account back home, investing in taking a mortgage, or purchasing a piece of land.
Yes.
And insurance policy.
So we're talking about 4 services.
Yes.
Opening an account, then mortgage, and then land. And the last one you mentioned, what is the last service?
Insurance.
Insurance.
Yes.
Nice. Briefly take us through the process of opening an account, because now I'm in the US and I want to open an account with National Bank. What do I do and how do I start?
Well, ask Carol to take that.
Carol, yes. Carol, please help us. And Benjamin is getting interested right now. And the viewers who are watching us, you can hear the services these amazing ladies are talking about the National Bank. Opening an account, mortgages. If you live in diaspora, you probably understand what mortgages are all about. Owning a land, especially from Kenya, it's a big deal. And also insurance is very, very important. And Carol is here to help us to understand about the process of opening an account. Carol, please take us through.
So, Benjamin, if you go on our website, then you're able to see more or less all the accounts that National Bank has for clients. So
actually, I can share I just opened your website and I can put it on the screen. This is the National Bank website.
Exactly. So once you read, the different type of accounts that are available at National Bank, once you make your choice of which account you would like to open, then either you have 2 options. You can either go to our website. There's a portal on our website where you can upload your forms. You can complete the account opening form online and send it to us that way, or you can email us and we'll guide you through completion of the forms by email.
So anybody who is in diaspora, maybe somebody's watching you is in the UK or maybe in Europe or in America, in Canada, in Australia, they can open an account without traveling back to Kenya?
Yes, absolutely. They don't. That's the whole point of diaspora banking. They don't have.
And how long is the process to open an account if I begin now?
We open same day.
The same day?
Yeah.
Now that I have the account, what next? Assuming now I have the account with National Bank.
It's like Alice said.
Yes.
It's a wide array. So the account is literally just your foot in the door. Then I like to say, once you come in, then ask for what it is that you would like us to help you with.
If it's about mortgage, it's about land.
Exactly. We always start the conversation from a point of view of, because if I start telling you everything that the bank has to offer, that's a very long list. We always start from a view of, tell me what you're interested in, and then let's see how we can package that for you at the bank.
So the fastest stage of any viewer who is interested to work with the National Bank is to open an account. Go to the website, National Bank. The website is National Bank, let me see here, the nationalbank.co.ke.
It's nationalbank.co.ke, yes.
Okay, and then you look for a place where to open an account. Once you have opened an account, then you begin the process of asking what you really want.
Actually, just to direct better, you go to the website, then you go to diaspora.
Diaspora. Okay, let me show the viewers
Then you
here.
go to the account.
I'm going to share the screen there again. This is the website here. So I'm here in the nationalbank.co.ke. Then you go to the diaspora here.
Yes.
Then you open diaspora. It's opening shortly. After opening diaspora, then I come here and open the account.
Yes. And read about the different type of accounts.
The different types of accounts. So if I click here on the opening an account, there's a savings accounts, transactional accounts, a hardy account. All these are different types of accounts.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you so much, Carol.
Okay.
All right. Lydia, I want to bring in Lydia because Lydia is the one who connected me together with you two amazing ladies. Lydia, I know you have worked together with these ladies.
Yeah.
And there's always doubt about banks. People don't trust banks.
No.
You see, like this viewer here, Bensi, will the cash be secure since we have opened online? You see, Lydia, you have worked with them. Please tell the viewers briefly.
Let me even answer that, because if they answer, someone will think, oh, because they work for the bank, that's why they're saying that. But it's amazing how we as Kenyans, or we as Black people, always questions when it comes to our things. We question, but if a white man told me go and open Barclays Bank or Halifax, I will not question. I'll run and open it. But because it's now a Kenyan thing or African thing, we always say, oh, is my money going to be safe? Am I safe? How and that's why I think it's hard for us to develop, because we want to invest somewhere else. We forget investing our own places. Okay, so we have people who are here who are saying you don't need to go to your family, you don't need to go through your friends or your family to open an account for you. And you know, in diaspora, when you go back home, you don't have a lot of time. People don't go there for 3 months, 4 months. We only go there for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and we come back because the rent is waiting for you. You know, we work per hour, everything is waiting for you. But now these people have come all the way from Kenya. They're at your doorstep saying, you know what, we're going to open an account for you. We're here to save. And then you're questioning, oh, is my money going to be safe if it's in Kenya? You're a Kenyan, for crying out loud. So when you're only asking that because now you're in diaspora. But the people who are in Kenya, who are a lot, how many people? We are almost 158 million Kenyans. Only 4 million are out as diaspora. So the 150 million who are banking in Kenya, is their money safe? Let me just ask that question. Is the money safe? Is your parents' money safe in the account in Kenya?
Thank you for responding. But Lydia, again, briefly for the viewers, maybe some of the viewers know me that we do shows together with you.
Yes.
And you are the one who has connected me with Alice and Carol from the National Bank. How much do you know about them and their services?
Well, I've worked with, I don't want to big up. I don't want to big up Carol and Alice. I'm bigging up National Bank. Because even if Carol and Alice are not there tomorrow working for National Bank is still going to be there. So for me, it's more of what is National Bank doing for me. National Bank has done so much for me. I have an account with them as well. So it's about the National Bank. When it comes to customer service, they're excellent. You know, when you call, even I've had people complain, you know, no organization or company or individual that is perfect. There's always a problem somewhere, or there's always somebody who is not satisfied with the service that they received. But with National Bank, if somebody comes out and say, oh, well, I wasn't satisfied, because I know even here, somebody have told me, or National Bank did this to me. When I tell Carol immediately give me the number. She calls them immediately. She sorts the issue out. Because yes, some people are not going to be satisfied. But what is the customer service that we have with National Bank? It's excellent. So for me, first of all, I like that. I like that when there's an issue, there's somebody who is there to help me solve it. Not that I'm trying to solve it myself. I don't work for the bank, so I wouldn't know even how to start. But the customer service is always excellent, and that is not Carol and Alice. That is National Bank.
National Bank.
And whatever they promise you, they actually deliver. I've worked with National Bank since 2017. Even though since 2017, it's Carol and Alice that have always been the point of contact with National Bank, but I've worked with them since 2017. If they were not a good bank, I won't be here working with them today. So I can actually attest to that, to them that they are credible. Today we actually went to the embassy to see the ambassador. Ambassador will not meet with fake people. Ambassador is a government, is a government, and he's liable. When he's in the UK, he's the president, he's our president, because we all know that once you enter the embassy, you are in Kenya. And Kenya is run by an office of the president. So when we go to the embassy, he represents Kenya in general. So he cannot represent fraudsters in his office. So we were there today. We saw both ambassador and the assistant ambassador. If you don't believe me, check my Facebook. You see pictures there. So they were all there. We were all there with them today. We actually go as Kenya and Friends in the Park, because we are working together in partnership with National Bank. As Kenya and Friends in the Park, before we bring any investor to the UK, because right now Alice and Carol are in the UK, before we bring them, we actually always go to the Foreign Affairs Office. So if somebody says, well, the Kenyan embassy is not that powerful, then we have the Foreign Affairs Office. Everything runs through the Foreign Affairs Office. Even if you want to have a meeting with the president of Kenya, you have to go through the Foreign Affairs Office. Everything happens through the Foreign Affairs Office. So they know that the National Bank are here today. They will not tell us, they will not allow National Bank to come here if they were fake people, if they were here to just steal from diaspora. So National Bank, guys, open your account. Whatever you want to see whatever you want National Bank to do for you, they will do it for you. And whatever country you're living in, if it's US or UK or Dubai, whatever diaspora country, the same thing that those banks do is the same way national banks operate. If you didn't know, because some people left Kenya without having an account. So probably they're thinking, what is this? How does it work? It works the same way the account that you have in diaspora works.
Wow. Thank you so much you said you're not bigging up them, but I like the way you said you're bigging up National Bank, not just Caro and Alice. Yes. But thank you so much, Lydia, for that.
Yeah.
And actually, Bensi is saying he was asking that because he's interested in investing and job creation back in Kenya. Yes. So Bensi, you are in the right platform. And if you're watching us and you are in diaspora, please continue sharing the video and tag your friends. We also have another guest, another viewer. Can I send my money directly to my account when I'm in the US? We are going to talk about that. I don't know if Alice or Carol can respond to this specific question. Alice?
Yes, you can. You can send your money directly to your account from the US. If you have a Kenyan number, what you need to do is just download our app. Then, of course, you transfer through the pay bill. So it comes directly to your account. So that's one way of transferring the money. Then, of course, the other one is the money transfer services that, like Wire Remit, there's Wave, all those. So you can use that to transfer money directly to your account also. And then, of course, there's the normal one, which is the bank transfer, the one that you walk into the bank. And
from bank to bank?
Bank to bank, yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. So there are about three ways of how to send money directly to someone's bank account.
Yes.
So also, Angale, I hope you have gotten the right response. There are several ways of sending money back to your account. Let me come back to you, Alice. You mentioned the services. Now that we have talked about opening an account, you mentioned something about mortgage. Take us through about mortgage and how the bank can help a viewer about mortgage services, briefly.
So once you open the account, of course, now we have a relationship with you, because now we have done our due diligence. We have all the documentation required. So, of course, you're our customer. So you come to the bank and, engage us and say you want to buy a house. So there are two ways we can do it. One is you get the house, the property yourself. For the diaspora, we actually finance outright purchase. That is already a ready-made, unit, because we know that construction doesn't work for the diaspora customer. Of course, when you're doing construction and you're in the diaspora, I mean, you'd be expecting someone else, to oversee that project. And you know what happens? You'll be robbed, because they'll use all your money to do other things. And we know that has happened previously. So that's why we decided just to safeguard the customer, because really we have the interest of the customer at heart. So we decided we just go for ready outright purchase. So you get the apartment or the house and you come and tell us, I have this house I want to buy. This is how much it costs. So what we do, we use your income here your income in the diaspora, how much if you're salaried. So you give us your pay slips from your employer and your bank statements. That's what we will use. So for the diaspora, you have the advantage because in Kenya, if you have to have banked with us for like probably 6 months or 1 year, and then your salary has to come to us for us to give you the money. But for the diaspora customer, we won't ask you to transfer your salary to us. We'll just ask you to make a standing order, to put money in your account, and then we of course we pay off the loan, we net off the loan from your salary, from the money that you send into your account. So you come in, we'll ask you for those documents, then of course we'll appraise you, and we'll tell you if you qualify for the entire amount or not. So we of course also look at certain areas. Some areas we finance 80%, others 70%, because you need to also put your down payment, to show your commitment. So that's how we go about the property in terms of financing a mortgage. So the other one is you come to us and you tell us, get me a unit. So we have some developers we work with and we get you the units. And the good thing is that those developers, we've already done some due diligence on them. So once we give you the units that are available, we connect you with the developer. And once you agree, again, we follow the same process. Give us your documentation and we proceed. Now, the other thing we do is that most people in the diaspora now have actually invested back home in rentals. So there's rental income they get. And that really works well for them, especially those people who have rental income, because we'll use both the rental and the salary income. And the fact that your rental income comes to your account in Kenya, that even gives it more weight in terms of appraising that loan. So for those who have properties at home and have been receiving money through M-Pesa, because when we go around, people tell us, because they fear their relatives so much now, they ask them, the tenants, to put money into the M-Pesa account. Kindly put that money in the bank account. It's very, very important. It goes towards your credit rating. So just make sure the money goes. And actually, with that money in the account, there's so much more you can get from the banks. And then, of course, the plots, the same process. That's the same process that we follow. So unless, Carol, there's something else you can add, but I think that's about it in terms of
the mortgage and land.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that information, Alice. I hope the viewers are getting to understand how the bank can help them to get those services, especially about mortgages and lands. Alice, you mentioned you help the people in diaspora?
Yes.
No, sorry, I mean Carol.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Are you based in the UK or?
No, I'm based in Nairobi.
You're based in Nairobi, but you help now. You're the one who is linking the people in diaspora with the bank.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Now I'm back to you to add on any other information that maybe Alice has left out, especially if I want to get a mortgage or a land. What other specific things can you tell a viewer?
She's actually covered it quite well.
Yes. Okay.
What she said is basically what we'll ask. Maybe what I'd add is we have a dedicated team also under personal banking who can be able to take you through the journey of looking for the house, processing the mortgage, and eventually getting the funds paid too.
Okay, let me ask both of you, now that you've been working for, I don't know how long you've been working for National Bank. How many clients have you tried to help, especially and specifically from which countries, Alice?
Okay, we've been to very many countries. Actually, our diaspora portfolio has customers across almost maybe 80% of the countries, especially in Europe and in the US. Now, the countries we've been to the US. We were in Texas in 2018. We've been to the UK. Is where we have our biggest portfolio sits in the UK, and then we've been to Qatar. We've been to Dubai. We've been to South Africa. So into next year, with COVID, we had plans to go to Australia, to go to Canada, to go to the US again. But again, because of COVID, we suspended travel for 2 years. Now we are back. So this year we've been to Dubai, we've come to the UK, and we plan to go to Australia before the end of the year, and we'll be in Qatar in September. So we have plans, to reach out to more Kenyans. We plan to go to Canada next year and to go back to the to go to the US again next year. So next year we'll be in Canada and the US. But we still have people who bank with us, from the US, from all those countries. It's just that probably now we need to do more in terms of onboarding more customers. Yes.
Thank you so much for that, Alice. Carol, any other addition you would like to add? Like you deal with the diasporians. I don't know what are some of the specific challenges you face when somebody is now going to contact you. What are some of the challenges you normally face?
I don't want to look at it as a challenge.
Yes.
So what we found when you're dealing with the diaspora market is the needs of the Kenyans in diaspora are very, I want to say there's no one size fits all. Like banking, it requires very individual attention. So maybe you'd say that diaspora banking is really relationship management. So not a challenge, but just a different style of banking that
everyone has their own needs, and
there's a lot of requirement to detail. You can't just expect to fix it and walk away. You have to
okay. I like the way I've responded to that question. Thank you for that, Carol. Lydia, I'm back to you. No, before I go back to you, Lydia, Alice mentioned about insurance. I never used to understand the meaning of insurance until I moved out of Kenya. Insurance is just a word. Like, why am I paying money? Yes. I want both of you to briefly talk about this insurance, especially Alice. How are these services really important? Just not even just for national bank client, but generally speaking, there are people who still do not understand the importance of insurance. But of course, you can also explain briefly how the national bank can help a diasporian about insurance.
So first and foremost, insurance is very important. I mean, I know most people don't understand the importance of insurance, of having insurance until you have a problem. And usually, medical care is very expensive, especially back home in Kenya. You have maybe aging parents, you have family back home. And what happens is sometimes they're taken ill and you need to collect money, You need to collect money you need to get money to pay for the hospital bills. So if you have an insurance policy, a medical, so sometimes you have both inpatient and outpatient. So if the patient is admitted and you have a policy, your bill is sorted out for you. I mean, these days, that life is hard. I mean, even in the diaspora, we've noted that, a lot has changed, Things have become very expensive. The cost of living is high. So asking people to contribute for you, sometimes you realize that, you might not get the money you're looking for. And also you don't want to disturb people. So if you have an insurance policy, then your parents are admitted in hospital and you have the policy, that's taken care of. So you feel you're secure, you're happy, you're safe, and you make sure you protect your family from, even having to sell their properties to pay medical bills. So and if again they have inpatients, when they fall sick, they go into casualty, into casualty, then they are treated and they don't have to call you, to send money. Sometimes if people fall sick, illness it's never planned for. So it just happens. So so at any one time, you're fine, you're safe, you're happy, you don't have challenges in terms of trying to raise money for medical bills. So that's one. Then the other one is education. We know that most of the people in diaspora, their families back home, their sisters, brothers, rely on them to pay school fees, for their children. Because there are no jobs. Most people are job. How it is in Kenya right now. Businesses are not doing well, but of course we'll recover with time. It's just this time of COVID that a lot happened, and it's across the world. So you'll expect that you need to send money to your siblings, for education. But if you have a policy, you put in a policy for education for your family members, then in the event that it matures, then at what point if you can actually put it for the number of years that you think at that point, they will require, maybe one is going to high school, others are going to university. So at that maturity, or you can get payoffs, in between the policy. I know Lydia understands that better because she's in the insurance world. So it's very important. And now that we've opened it up to the diaspora community, I think it's important that they consider actually taking insurance for their families back home and even for themselves. I mean, sometimes I understand in the diaspora it takes a while to get admission. And maybe sometimes you have a condition that you need to be operated, but sometimes you're not given priority. I mean, it can take 5 years before or 3 years. We've seen people coming back home to do those operations and they don't have to pay for themselves. The insurance pays for them. So it also helps you even as the customer, the diaspora customer. Yeah, over and above even now, us who at home, the normal residents in Kenya or in at home, we also have to take insurance is for all of us, and it's just not for the diaspora community. Yes.
Thank you so much for responding to that, Alice. I can see even we have one viewer here, Gladys Boyani. She's happy with the program, and she's been National Bank has been her bank for the last 15 years. Wow, Gladys.
That's nice.
Tell us your ways. Teach us your ways. Being together with the same company, Gladys, that means a lot. For 15 years, then you know a lot, and it means you have a lot of trust with the bank. Thank you so much, Alice, for that. We're winding up now this short talk show. Lydia, I'm back to you.
Yeah.
You bigged up this bank.
Yes, I bigged up the bank.
What would you be like your words as somebody who has worked with them, and for the viewer who still does not want to get interested, I want you to speak directly to somebody who is watching us, what this bank can do for them.
I would say for us now, it's time for investment back home. That's all I always say. And as you invest back home, you cannot buy property if you don't have an account. So you need to have an account. Even if you want a loan, you must have an account in Kenya. So I think we need to take what we have here back home and also teach our children that, guys, we need to invest back home. But for you to start your investment, you need to have an account. So am I going to have an account that tomorrow they're going to tell me they've gone liquidation, they're stealing from their clients, they're not genuine? National Bank is something that I was born with my parents, they saving in National Bank. So I think this is a bank that has been there for long and for years. So I'd rather go with something that I know that is there until tomorrow. It's like when new companies come, they come with all these goodies. They come with all these goodies, all these free gifts, all these incentives. But how long will those incentives last for? I'd rather go with someone that I know they're here for a long hold. Even if they're not offering me 50 pounds in return, they're not offering me the incentives, but I know that they're here to stay. Rather than the ones that are offering this incentive and then 2 years later down the line, they're not there. So what's the point? So I would say that National Bank, to be honest, those people who are watching, if you're looking to open an account, National Bank is one of the best banks in Kenya to open an account. And your money, yes, your money will be safe. And the customer service, something that I know that a lot of us in diaspora really, really earn for. That is something that we really want, because you're home away from home and something is going on with your account. You can't access the account online. You want to pay something. Maybe you have builders or developers and you want to pay for something and nobody's there to answer your calls. Diaspora, a National Bank, they're there 24/7 to answer you. 24/7.
Beautiful. I like that. Wow. Alice Mweni has a question here. Are there any problems opening the account with a foreign passport? I think this is about also the specific requirements. And Carol, you can respond to that. If somebody wants to open an account, what are some of the requirements? Briefly, I know there's a website that they can go and find all the information, but talk to Alice and any other interested viewer.
Okay, thank you, Benjamin. Hi, Alice. So we do diaspora banking for Kenyans living abroad, which means ideally then your documents have to be that you're Kenyan. So it needs to be a valid Kenyan ID or Kenyan passport. A foreign passport, you may not be able to do that, because then ideally to our system, you will be a foreigner.
Okay.
Then you would have to open an account as a foreigner, which means then you would have to present yourself at the bank. We will not be able to do that for you while you're in the diaspora. unfortunately.
Okay, thank you. So it's for Kenyan people with a Kenyan passport or a Kenyan identification card.
Yes.
All right.
And there's something as well that I asked you last time, Carol. So, but if you have children who are under 18 and they were born outside in diaspora and you wanted to open an account for them, can you do that?
Yes, that you can, because then the parent has valid Kenyan documents.
Okay. What if I was married to a foreigner, but I'm a Kenyan, and the foreigner wants to open an account with me? Is that possible?
A joint account, yes.
Okay.
But then we would require also now the marriage certificate is an added document. But yes, you can do that.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Ngeno Chips, and together with the okay. Yeah, let me respond to Ngeno Chips. Ngeno Chips, you can go to the website, nationalbank.co.ke, and the contacts are there on the screen. I'm going to put the contacts there. You see somebody wants to open the form on the phone. But Ngeno Chips, there's a process. You go to the website, and then from there you can find where to open an account. So Alice, sorry.
But you can also reach out to us through the WhatsApp.
The number, yeah, the WhatsApp number. Very,
Yes.
very. You can
We
also
can help
get.
him. We can take him through the form, just
Yes.
to how to fill the form. Yes. So
Alice,
also,
you wanted to say something? Yes.
yeah, sorry for that. I just wanted to add to what Carol said. You know, these people misunderstand when we say that you must have a Kenyan passport. So you can, you know, you're American. So you're in America, you have an American passport. You can still, you have American passport, but you retain your Kenyan passport. You know, some people think that when we say Kenyan passport, then you don't have the American passport. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's okay. You can have both, because most people have their Kenyan passport, the American passport. So that's what we are saying, but we use the Kenyan passport to open the account or the Kenyan ID.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you've given yourself, like even here in the UK, we have people who are British nationality.
Yes.
So even if you have a British passport, it doesn't matter, provided you have either a Kenyan ID or a Kenyan passport.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, that marks the end of this show. Thank you so much, Alice and Carol, for giving us this information about National Bank. I hope that the viewers have learned something, and most of them will be very interested in getting to you. The contacts are there on the screen. Let me put them on the screen instead of them rolling down there on the screen. It's the email address is there. Just a moment. I'm going to put it on the screen for the viewers who will be watching later and want to contact you guys. There you go. Please, Alice and Carol, can you confirm to me that is the correct contact?
Yes, that's correct.
You can contact them on diaspora banking at nationalbank.co.ke or their WhatsApp number. No phone calls, WhatsApp only. Alice, Carol, you said it's only WhatsApp, no calling.
WhatsApp, yes.
Just texting and getting to know information is +254 720 128 005. Anytime you can contact them, and hopefully they will help you. Thank you so much, Carol and Alice.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yep. And you can just wave to the viewers who have been watching you. All the best. Asanteni sana, Alice and Carol. Enjoy your evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Lydia, too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of that show. Please watch a repeat on my YouTube channel by checking on my Facebook page together with my YouTube channel. You can take a screenshot if you want to watch a repeat of this talk show. Just because you missed it, you can get all this information on my YouTube channel and here on Facebook page. Until next time, enjoy your day and thank you for watching. Goodbye.